Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and we are going to do reads of the week. That time of the week when I talk about books I've read. I've only got 3 books I'm going to put in the bad pile, a bunch of stuff that's going in the okay pile, and a bunch of stuff that's going in the good pile. Let's go ahead and slap down the bad pile. And you know what? I'm going to be fair because two of these books I am 99% sure I am not the target audience for, and one of them I'm just going to kind of nope completely out of the rankings, and it's this one. I'm definitely not the target audience for this. From what I could see, it looked like a fun adventure. They're just kind of fun stories. I'm just not the person that those stories are aimed at, so it's kind of unfair for me to judge this. We're gonna take it out. But these two definitely, definitely kind of, yeah. This one has some nice panels in it. For sure, I got this out of the 50-cent bin for free. Got some nice looking panels in places. Like there's some good looking stuff in here. I just didn't like anything that happened in the book. It was just kind of dumb. That was my opinion. Put that here. The worst book is definitely this one. This is just kind of like I don't understand how anybody can be a fan of this, which means I'm probably just not the right audience. But I sat down and I dutifully read every page of this thing, and I regret spending the time. Like I actively wish I hadn't done that. The superhero girls one, I kind of half read that, and it was okay. Like it didn't offend me or anything. This just started making me kind of angry because there's nothing here that actually is true to these characters. It's just abysmal. I don't understand who could like the cartoon. Uh, let's go ahead and slap down some more stuff here. We're in the okay category now. We're in the okay category. We'll just go ahead and get these out of the way. Like this is some super classic Valiant stuff. These were okay. Turok's not my favorite character. Exo's not my favorite character. So we're just gonna kind of put these down here. These are way cool covers, and that was really the reason I got them. Is look at these beautiful, beautiful covers. I find that I didn't care about the interiors nearly as much as I thought the covers were cool. We're also gonna put this here. And sorry, I had to fix that. And this is down here so low, not because of anything really wrong with the book, except for Richter. Because all Richter does, get rescued. He's not even a character in this book. He's a plot device. Why is the book named after him? Because there's lots of stuff to actually like in this book. I really like the loose but detailed art. Just check her out. Check her out right here. Look at this beautiful little ensemble she's wearing. It's very 80s, very fun. Look at this. Look right here. The amount of charm she has getting a coat out of the wardrobe. Look at her running. Like this is very classic Marvel house style art, and it's fantastic from that perspective. I just wasn't particularly into a particular issue of X Factor. Oh, what else we're gonna drop down? You know what, let's go ahead and slap black and white here. It's a beautiful looking book. Let me crack that open. Crack this open so you can take a look at it. Check it out. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? This whole book is that pretty. I just didn't care about the story. And maybe I'm just not in the right mood or whatever. I know I've got like issue 3 of this or something that I've looked at in the past, and I kind of liked that because of the crazy robot battles. Or they were like fighting a robot, and it was like cool. Uh, that's really all I remember about it. We're gonna go ahead and drop Vampirella down, like right here. And the reason I'm dropping Vampirella here is it wasn't as good. It wasn't as good as issues 2 and 3. It lost some of what was going on, and yeah, yeah, that's all I got for me. So this is also here, man. Something's killing the children. People seem to really, really dig this book. I don't really, really dig this book, but it's intriguing enough that I'm gonna get the next issue. So that's kind of why it elevated into the kind of high in the okay. It's like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to see the next issue. This Bloodshot was pretty cool, just because he's dealing with street stuff. Look at the cover. He's like just shooting some gangsters, man, and it's cool. It's cool. That's the same reason I like this Nomad. Is it's dealing with like a real life kind of problem. Bloodshot is dealing with like street crime here, gangsters, that kind of stuff. He rescues this one dude from some gangsters that are going to kill him. That dude's homies show up and they're going to kill Bloodshot, and the dude talks him down. Like that's some very cool stuff. It's great to see a comic kind of touch on that Nomad issue. The hero here, who knows who Nomad is this lady's little kid, and she wants the kid back, and she kidnaps the kid from him. Then he spends a couple pages. We learn about her, and then he spends a couple pages trying to decide if he wants to leave the kid with her or not, if that's the right thing to do. That's a really tough social issue to tackle, and I'm glad a comic book in the '90s could try to tackle that. It was a breath of fresh air. I went into this expecting to mock it based on my brief skim of the book, and I was wrong. My mockery that I had started preparing myself for was completely unjustified and frankly mean spirited, and I'm ashamed I even thought of it. For the awesome, we're going to drop down like a honorable mention because, come on, this is an old issue of Rags. It's just a cover. I hadn't flipped through this book until tonight, so I actually got around to looking at it. So, hey, look at that. Mortal Kombat cosplay cover. All right, moving on. We are going to drop down. Oh, you know what? You know I got to put down here at the very bottom of the awesome pile? Absolute Carnage. And that's strictly because of what they did to the Hulk. The Hulk jobbed out, and it was lame. It was super lame, and that really just kind of killed the book for me. I couldn't get into it because the Hulk was a wimp. I finally got around to reading Fox and Hound #2. I actually bought a couple extra covers because John Rhodes was like selling them on his website. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy two of the covers I don't already own. It was a fun story. The art's mostly good, and the banter between the main characters a lot of fun. Sadly, I'm afraid to crack that book open on stream because it's very risque, and I'm liable to show something that I can't show on stream. You know, we're going to combat cover right here, right there, buddy. I guess that means Fox and Hound #2 is the #5 book this week. Let's make the #4 book, this Aquaman 100-page giant. It was a ton of fun. I liked the two news stories. They were great action stories. The actual Aquaman reprint was kind of meh, except it had nice art. The Mera story, the Mera Queen of Atlantis story, just completely took me by surprise and was fantastic. I loved it. It was the pain, the family ties that the Ocean Master had established, and the fact that the stuff he's got to go do is just like, wow, this is some heavy stuff. Some heavy stuff. This Jubilee reprint here from Uncanny X-Men is a lot of fun. It deals with like all the crazy soap opera drama that the X-Men live their lives, but there's also a lot of fun because they go shopping. And it was fun and it was great. I had a good time, and they rescued Jubilee from the M Squad or whatever. It was like the Ghostbusters, and they're kind of a joke because the X-Men you got to have a little levity in the middle of all the drama the X-Men get to, and this was an excellent issue. Once in Future #3, I am so surprised how much the series has turned around. Issue #1 was a letdown. Issue #2, like, whoa. Issue #3 is like, whoa-er. And the only reason this isn't the book of the week is because Island of Dr. Moreau #2 is the absolute top of the pops, man. This was a fantastic book. I'm trying to think if I even said one bad thing about this, my review, and I don't remember saying anything bad about it. It was just that good. The art's beautiful. The writing is fantastic. The only complaint you can possibly have is that the main character's been replaced from Edward to Ellie or whatever her name is. And I guess the ending is a little different than the novel. But it also could just be the ending is before the end of the novel. So it's got that going for it, you know? That's my reads of the week. Check this stuff out. If you got something you thought was super dope, let me know in the comments below because I'm always happy to pursue looking at new comic books. I'm always looking for something new and interesting to read, and I'd love to hear from you. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you next time, and until then, bye-bye.